Alright, so I want to show you on this one how to save your project and how to export it and upload it to YouTube. So I don't believe that there is just a save button in iMovie. I'm not really sure why. But what I always have them do is click back on the button that says projects. Then it will ask you to name it. And I always ask them to name it whatever it is that whatever date it will be airing. So let's say that it airs that date. And then as you go throughout the year, you'll be able to see them and you can click back on it. So now clicking back on it, you'll have your project. I will say that some of them prefer to keep this here, and after you have saved it and exported it, using the same project over and over so that they're not having to redo like this opening portion each time. It really just depends on how fast they are. So if you want, you may want them to just save it as WLSA and not as a particular date in this part right here, and so that they can reuse some of these parts. It's just going to depend on how quickly your group of students work and how often you want them to change jobs. But once they are totally through, nope, I do not want to update right now. Once you are through, I'm going to click on your Share, and I like to save it to file first. I know that YouTube is here, but for whatever reason that always takes forever for me, or it closes out, which is terribly unfortunate. So go to File, and this is where I want to save it exactly like I want it to appear on YouTube. Matt was really particular about this part not saying this video is about, but I didn't really find that it showed up anywhere. Do you want to make sure that it's saved? I don't know. Oh, okay, sorry. You want to make sure that you have it on video and audio. This is your default setting, but Cody and I were working on a project for his work, but video and audio, and then everything else is standard. So as long as this is on video and audio, I kept all of this standard like it came. And then I always saved mine to desktop, and then I just had a folder that I dropped them all in later so they wouldn't get confused. And it will take a little bit. If it was possible, I like to do this step on Friday when they were through, Friday afternoon, right before school was out, so that it wouldn't be a rush on Monday morning, because it can take a little bit of time. But I will show you how to upload it to YouTube using some of the other things. So going to Chrome, I already have YouTube open, and we went over this, but I'll go ahead and show you again. Clicking right here, create a video, upload, and I always make sure it's on public, that's standard. And from there, you can see that this is not done loading yet. These are all Cody's files. We will pretend that this is just the school stuff. Alright, and this is the video that I'm actually uploading for you, but this is what it'll look like. This is where the name is. Whatever you saved it as is the name automatically, but you're welcome to edit it in here. And then that's all you have to do on this part. Then you have to wait. This is why I like to go ahead and do the saving in the iMovie on Friday, because this part can take a little bit longer depending on how the internet is that morning or whatever. So since this one is a little longer, it's going to keep uploading. And once it's done, I will show you what to do, but we can go back here and you can see that this one, our sample project, is done. So there's that part. So you're done with iMovie for this step. This one is going to take a little bit longer just because it's the video that I made for you. It's about 6 minutes, but I'll show you a couple of things while we wait. As your video starts to load, you'll have your thumbnails, which is what shows up you know, on the side or whatever. I usually didn't change those. The ones that they gave you were kind of strange. I'm not really sure why. I never added a description or a tag. I just made sure it was on public, and then I was good to go. So this one seems to take a while, but I'll just walk you through the steps, and I can show you again whenever we meet. But once it's done uploading, you click on publish, and your link will come in a box like this right here, and that's where you can copy that into Safe Share like we had talked about before.